Hello future tech leaders, I am Sindhuja. Based on my own experience, I know that learning the right skills can shape our future. What if I say learning was as thrilled as the tech world itself? There we go. A cloud foundation, that's exactly what you will experience. From day one, you will be immersed in the interactive sessions and expert-led courses that covers most of the widely used technologies in the zone of data science to cloud computing, which brings more light to the life of a techie. I'm so excited to help you and unlock the true potential of a technology. Well, then why to wait? Let's see what it unfolds.
Because that is the place where we have maintained all the portal and the fields, and it is positioned is related to this portal job information. Right, search for job information here, go to job information, and below the field section we have a trigger rule section. Right, let me go into the trigger rule. It is still processing. I will go into take action, make correction, which other just we can trigger rule. This is the trigger rule section. Right, in the trigger rule, as I told you, as it is mentioned, that rule can be assigned at check level and the field level. This is the place where you are assigning at an object level. If you want to assign at a field level means, see here, you can assign it at an object level here. When you are assigning at an object level, whatever the fields are there, you can see all these fields are there, right? The rule can be applicable to any of the field if the condition is being added in the rule. If you are assigning at a field level means you are taking only specific to a position. You can go to the details under the detail. Also, you have a rule trigger rule section. Can you see here? In the trigger rule only it supports with the event type. There we have a concept of event type. When we are assigning the rule, there are 4 to 5 event types. Are there? Here, when at a field level, it only supports with on change. Whenever the field value of for this particular field we are set as on change, the rule will trigger. If that is the scenario, we need to assign that rule here. If the ask scenario is something where somebody is making a change, or if it is only for the view, then we will be going and assigning at an object when you go here. Now let's assign the rule here. When I go here, you can see job information model, and here on, say you have an on, say on it. On it means on initialization, means suppose you have opened a employee particular screen. You are opening automatically that a value will be coming. That is happening because a rule is getting triggered. And on the on view is also something where you are making some changes, but that will be only reflected in the on view. On set is mean action is performed when you are saving some. Here, in this case, I'm selecting on save and one business rule which I have taken this one, let me see it here. Then another rule was for workflow. That workflow also, let me select our program. Here the workflow we need to properties. And if you want, Do you think the development or the test instances, if you are doing and checking your rule, if you want to that or deleting it, you can have an option of making it in setting. It is same. Once it is saved, we will go and box it to the user. This rule is a save. You have to go and duplicate this one and take it as scenario. Let's take a user for testing. Let's take a scenario. I will go to the panel. Let me go. To the action for performing the test. We'll show you if the rule is working or not. We should make a show. If any other rule is there with the same scenario, we need to go and disable the tool from the managers. One solution for a time game. That to check our rule is working correctly. Change job and copy info. Go to the job information. Let's take some date here. Suppose if I'm taking something as first of 2. And let me go and select and change the position. Suppose if I'm changing the position, I'm just trying to change here. I'm changing the position. This, I'm performing an action here, right where I'm changing the position. System will try to first of all check in the job information. Any rule is there or not. If the rule is there, then whatever the action which we have performed, that action will be added in the business. Now we have changed it. Now rule will work. We assign the rule on save. We have to click on save. I just check it. Let me check anywhere it is missing or not. You can see a change it. Certain areas also been updated. Let me save it. You can present is not a consistent value with associated object control engine value with. This may be before the event. You need to event present data change. Just give me a moment. This is happening because I will go here in pool, manage data. And I will go with the concrete nature and I will try to select IND. This one. And here how pay component is. the event reason is also mapped with each context. We need to check if our event reason is added there. You can see the event reason. Our event reason is not added. What was our event reason? Let me check ER_job info. Now let me add and save it here. I saved it. And again I will refresh it. And again I will close to. Let's click again the user. It and I will go for action. Let me take 30 as first too. Now let's scroll down, take the position. Select the position. Let me check if now it is locked correct here or not. Now you can see it is not allowing us to save, but you can see both. With one change, both rules are getting triggered. You can see this is the event reason, right, which has been initiated for this user. And for this event reason, what is the workflow that works for? You can able to go and see the workflow. Now, as I had it made all as a HR admin, if you want to know what is the workflow, here only the flow is showing how the probably, but this has been configured for which workflow. If you want to know, keep the cursor, bring the cursor here. You can see the name of the workflow also will be showing. In this way, we can able to track what is the workflow which is getting triggered and the event reason which is getting. That's you know already because we have done it in the MDF case also. Once you submit it, it will go to the first level of approval and then we have already discussed in detail, right? We can proxy then and do this. Yes, if you want to check the status of the workflow, also manage. But for requests, you can able to see as a approval, also as a new and review and approve option is there. From there also we can able to check how the workflow is being designed. But here, most importantly, we can see both the rules are getting triggered. One is for the event and event. Now earlier, what was happening? Whenever you are clicking on save, you have to enter it manually. Event and event. Now system is getting notified automatically. Got it. This is something how we can able to work on the business rule with the help of these operators and these if they're in this condition. If you know, because business would be something that you cannot buy, hurt something, or you cannot able to take anything in advance. You know, if you know how to play and how to work on these operators, then according to the scenario it is, for which it's applicable, to which outlet, which area you need to select the base. You have to select the scenario. Then you have to work on the if condition and setting up the state. And then according to that, you have to do the testing also in this way that this condition should satisfy. Got it. Here we complete the concept of the business rule. And finally, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel.